Why is it more socially acceptable for women to hate men than it is for men to hate women?
Because men are the devil.
Ladies, let me remind you of something. You do not need a man.
Stop giving a fuck about what men find attractive.
I need to tell you something. Look, we don't need a fucking man.
And I'll tell you why I'm still single. Because my standards are, at this point, they're through the roof. Like, good luck meeting them.
Nobody told me to settle. I'm a catch. I know I'm a catch.
Stop settling for bare minimum ass men.
Make him suffer.
Make them suffer.
Just give him a little bit of pain.
You need a reminder that men ain't
No, I don't have a boyfriend. Be like, why the f are you asking that? You don't even know my name, you dumb f.
You're better off single with high standards.
I would rather be single.
I would rather be single.
I'd rather be alone.
I never want to deal with a man ever again.
Where are the men? What happened?
Up until Rio de Janeiro, whatever we talked approximately 9:25.
You're just programmed.
How my Spanish improved after dating this girl.
Where the f are the decent men in LA?
Gotta mean something.
And it's amazing.
Because over the past 2 weeks I've noticed.
Oh no, we cannot say that.
Man, they go so fast. One mistake and I'm dead. I love Puerto Contigo.
Kisses.
Kisses.
Bye.
Besos.
Yes.
Beso griego. Guys, I don't like sharing my personal life, but these two crazy girls destroyed my lips, both of them.
Where did all the good men go?
Combination.
This is actually the reason why I met my current girlfriend. Yeah, that's right. I have a girlfriend now.
Where are the men?
A complete lack of planning ends in total success.
Guys, you gotta leave the West.
Go where you're treated best.
That's right, guys. In the legendary words of Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist, go where you are treated best. This is really what it all comes down to being a passport bro, and it's what so many of the haters fail to understand.
Passport bros are going to these other countries trying to find women who they can completely control.
They just want someone who is going to do what they say and do it without questioning.
A lot of the men I know that go overseas to find wives are not great dudes.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, they're pervy.
Oh, you can just taste that sweet bitterness from them knowing that there are men out there who are happy to escape Western women. Please drop a like on the video if you think that women hating on passport bros is just pure jealousy, and comment down below what you think. Now you see, whenever women don't like something that men are doing, they always try to criminalize it. So for instance, when we say we like younger women, we're clearly talking about 21 and 24-year-olds, but modern women purposely try to turn that into something creepy.
And it's like you want younger women as well, so it's like that whole predator vibes.
Like sickening if you think about it.
How is that sickening?
Because it's romanticizing.
Yeah. And because 25-year-olds are way easier to manipulate and brainwash and
You see? And so the same thing is happening with the concept of passport bros, where Western women will pretend as if it's just about traveling to poor countries to exploit vulnerable women.
But passport bros do not want traditional wives. They want a cheap, good time.
That is not at all what's happening.
Wow, he's very ready, shining.
Family kind of vibes.
He looks so confused. He looks similar to that, but not quite.
Because what is happening is that men are finally figuring out that the West has become nothing more than a man-hating cesspool of trashy women who complain non-stop about having such high standards for men, but offering absolutely nothing in return.
You don't need to add value to his life. You don't need to prove your worth to him, okay?
The whole concept of unconditional love, take it and throw it in the trash. There is nothing that's unconditional when it comes to you, okay?
Here are some extreme red flags that I consider deal breakers when dating. And
yeah, great. High standards, red flag, blah blah, we know the deal. Now, this is what that same girl is doing in the club. Yep, just look at those high standards. And here, she's just casually sipping some champagne. Very classy. And so, as a man in the West, you have to fight your way through all of the golems who think they are 10s and won't settle for less.
We're done settling for less.
I'm pretty certain that I told you I was a catch.
On a high quality man, then you need to have high standards.
And you have to defeat the feminazis with god-awful personalities who will never be satisfied even when a guy does everything they want.
Oh, he's a good guy, he opened the door for me. Oh, he's a good guy, he paid for our first date. Oh, he's a good guy because he texts me every morning. That's the bare minimum.
So last night I ended things with a guy that in one of my previous videos I had referred to as the most intentional man I've ever spoken to. He truly is amazing. It's a shame, but there's really nothing you can do. It's just the name of the game. All it takes is one, so we're back out here again.
So yeah, it's no wonder that so many guys are saying, "F that, I'm out." Since not only are there so many beautiful countries out there,
Gotta be the best beach I've ever seen in my life. Jesus. Oh my god.
With absolutely gorgeous feminine women who actually like men, but being a passport bro is in fact much more than just finding a beautiful loyal girlfriend. It is about experiencing complete freedom from Western insanity.
What most people don't know though is that my dog, much like myself, was assigned male at birth. However, we are both girls.
People keep asking me what I want for Christmas, and honestly all I want is a chest that I can Velcro on and off.
I believe that every black woman on this planet should be entitled to financial compensation just for existence on this earth in this society.
Now I'll get into the tips and tricks of becoming a passport bro in a minute, but first I want to debunk a few more of the myths and fully break down why so many women in the West absolutely hate the concept of passport bros.
Oh, f you. Go away. Go find your women wherever you want if you're not satisfied.
So first up is the myth that all passport bros are just fat loser men who can't get any dates in their home country.
The only women they'll be getting are the ones that they're paying for.
Y'all have to literally go to another country because no other woman in your own country wants you anymore.
Oh really? So you think that this dude is having trouble getting laid?
Hola, lo siento. I was nervous about one because she was very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. But we got the number.
Or this guy?
Natural. No steroids, no hormones.
Or that guy? It is absolutely idiotic to think that passport bros are only leaving the West because they can't get dates at home, since it's truly a mix of all sorts of guys, black guys, white guys. It truly doesn't matter. All that matters is that they are all done with Western mentality, Western dating, and they love to travel.
It took about 2 hours to get here on a bus and then about 4 different ferries, but we have arrived in paradise. Slight issue, a 26-hour bus taking us to the south to a city called Florianopolis.
Now it is ironic that the women who are criticizing the looks of passport bros are usually not the ones who look that great themselves, and they are simply hoping that it's only the ugly guys who are leaving, since these women are not getting approached at all, and their experiences in the dating market is getting worse by the minute.
It's just like people aren't coming up to me and I don't understand.
This culture of minimal interaction and non-committal consumption, this isn't working.
I really don't know what to do anymore. I have spent my whole life feeling unattractive and unwanted by men. I have tried decentering them, but the reality is I'm lonely. I want a partner.
Yeah, it's not looking great, is it? And so this brings us to why exactly modern women get so incredibly angry and frustrated when they hear about the concept of passport bros, since modern Western women really have nowhere else to go when it comes to dating.
Okay, so serious question. If we're not going on dating apps for dates, where are we meeting men?
Please tell me why you're finding your boyfriends.
You see, Western women don't want to be feminine or modest. They don't want to be kind or loyal.
I'm not exclusive with anyone I'm dating.
If you're a single woman, this is why you should always be rotational dating, aka dating 2 to 3 men at a time.
I can have like
5 boyfriends who all serve a different purpose in my life.
And they can't seem to shut up about how much they don't need a man.
We never hope to get approached. We hope we don't get approached.
We don't need men. We're hot, we're fun, we're having a great time.
And they don't want to do anything to please a man.
Y'all are being too nice to men, okay? You need to turn up the meanness that you had in your body.
So where the hell exactly are you going to market this lovely package? It is completely worthless. However, when we look to Western men, all that they want is a traditional feminine woman who is kind and loyal to them, which outside of the West you can literally find anywhere else.
The region which I'm living in is called Krasnodar region. When I was 19 of age, I wanted to be enrolled in the universities.
Ah, what an angel. But yeah, in the West, modern women think they are a 10, look like a 5, and have a demand list that's a mile long.
I've never had a boyfriend, but what I do have is a 30-page list full of qualifications and standards.
Chivalry is very important, so if you're not opening every single car door for me,
like I want my man to love Jesus. Number 2, they don't want kids. I personally have never had a desire to have kids.
So here's my non-negotiable when it comes to dating men as someone who's been dating men for a couple of decades. A man needs to fundamentally believe that he is equal to me.
For bigger than me, I'm a 5'10" girly, so I always will prefer a at least 6'2" man because when I wear heels,
You must be significantly bigger than me. I like to feel small.
Okay, let's put that to the test, shall we? So they want a guy that's at least 6 foot tall. Well, great news. All of Scandinavia is filled with 6'2" and 6'4" dudes that come with chiseled jawlines and 6-pack abs. One problem though, their women look like this. So yeah, good luck convincing those men that you are a 10 and that they should bend over backwards to please your every need.
I'm a 10.
10.
I'm a 10. I think I'm a 10. I'm a 10, most definitely.
Sure you are. But an even bigger and more hilarious problem for Western women who love to cherry pick equality.
My first deal breaker, this is my favorite one, baby. It's something I will not do. 50-50, get somebody else. That is never gonna be me. It's never gonna happen.
I don't want a 50-50 relationship.
I'm not going 50-50 with no man.
Why I don't do 50-50?
And I have come to the realization that it is because even as a feminist, it is the only benefit women reap out of the patriarchy.
Oh really? The only benefit? How about the benefit of never having to go to jail when you actually kill someone? Or getting pregnant by a way too young individual? Yeah, I would say patriarchy is taking pretty good care of you right now. Anyways, back to the height requirement, because in the land of the ripped giants, true equality is practiced. Which means that Scandinavian men will not do any of the chivalrous and traditional things that Western women want.
Who should pay on the first date?
In Sweden, maybe it's a little bit different. Yeah, equal rights.
Let's say if you are on a date with a woman and she is expecting that you're gonna pay.
I dislike the expectation of being forced to pay.
You go on that first date and the woman pays for you?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Have you ever met a woman at a bar and said, "Let me get you a drink"?
I don't know. No, maybe not. I've been offered drinks.
Yeah. Good luck to Western women who already freak out when they hear that they occasionally have to go 50-50 on a date, because these type of women will absolutely lose their minds when dating in Scandinavia.
Buy someone a drink. That never happens here, and it always happens when I go on trips.
And you like that?
Yes.
A lot of men here call themselves feminists, and they don't want to like seduce you or take the first step because they're afraid that you might like have something against it.
I have to admit, I probably shy out many times.
The guy does not dare to make a mistake because it's such a sharp issue in Sweden. You know, this is something that is not only in the culture, it's in the political agenda.
Yup, Scandinavian men have practically been neutered to the point that they find it offensive to be chivalrous, and that most of them do not do any of the traditional things when it comes to dating.
There was 3 guys that I spoke to on Tinder, and every guy I asked out, I was be like, "Oh, do you want to grab a beer?" Like whatever, casual, like nothing.
I am sad to say this, but all my years here in Sweden, I've never been approached by a man.
But that's not where it ends, because in Scandinavia, a lot of women also make the first move.
And in dating, they often make the first move.
Do you have a girlfriend?
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
She's here.
He's right behind you.
Now on top of that, some will even go to sauna with a guy on the first date, where they will be completely naked.
Yeah, is it a nice first date? Yeah. I usually just go naked. Okay. On the first date? Why not? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. On the second date, I would do it, yes. Not on the first. I don't know.
So yeah, when you put all of this together, Scandinavia is actually looking a lot more appealing to men than it does to women. And don't even think about coming to the Netherlands for a handsome tall guy.
So Dutchmen are literally so attractive, stunning.
First of all, big one that's incredible that I love is that the average height here is like 6'2", 6'3".
Yes, Dutchmen are tall. Yes, Dutchmen are hot, but they will make you go 50-50, ladies. Do not be fooled.
Yes, we are pretty much the tallest guys on the planet. I am 6'2" myself, and I still feel short all the time. But going 50-50 on a date, that's child's play to us.
Yeah, we are just like individuals. So like you pay for your own stuff, you have your own money, so let's have a good time together, but then just split the bill. Because then we have even a better time together, because I don't need to pay for your drinks. And then the whole world is like, oh yeah, you're going Dutch, oh! Yeah, I think it's just, I think it's bullshit.
We Dutch guys have no problem with letting women pay the entire bill or make her make the first move. Or better yet, plan the entire date.
Like guys in the US will approach me. Guys here they don't often approach you, like they want you to approach them. Or if you're just texting and you have no plans to see me, like ask me out, like let's do something. That you might have incredible conversation but have one text each day.
Yeah, Western Europe is pretty much feminist hell when it comes to dating, because here they actually get what they asked for. Equality.
Okay, what about Norwegian? I know. They make you pay 50-50. Or we don't do that here. Yeah.
You know how you ask a boyfriend, is my outfit cute, and they're meant to say yes? Don't do that with the Dutch guy. They will straight out say, no, you look fat, you look ugly.
Just a trigger warning, if you've had cheap exes who made you pay for a lot and go 50-50, it will bring up like repressed trauma.
What do you think about inviting a woman to a restaurant for the first date and paying for her?
Yeah, it could be.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you done that before?
No.
Now this all makes it hilariously obvious how extremely uninformed some of these Passport Bro haters are when it comes to dating abroad.
You think French women are going to sleep with you just because you showed up?
Yes, French women will sleep with you for just showing up. They are French. They have a very relaxed attitude towards kissing and sex when it comes to dating.
The way that we tolerate flirting and infidelity way more than in other cultures.
Which is also one of the reasons why you might not want to commit to a French girl.
But the thing is also, where it's a bit hypocritical, is French people cheat a lot. No? Yeah. And I don't.
Yeah, trust me, it's a lot. And this other nonsense about only American women wanting to pay for dates.
American women are some of the only women who are actually sometimes offering to pay for the date.
What are you talking about? These types of modern women truly have AOC levels of stupid and have no idea what they are talking about. Because out of all Western countries, American women are actually the least likely willing to pay for dates, and they will demand the most from the men that they are dating. Anyways, we're gonna leave it here for now because there's so much more to debunk when it comes to Passport Bros, which I will cover in part 2 of this series later this week, so stay tuned for that. And for now, stay safe out there, guys. This was part 1 of the magnificent rise of Passport Bros. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.